Welcome to the Gastlecast. I'm Chris, and I'm here tonight to show you my collection. I'm going to take you around. I'm going to show you my gaming pops, my Marvel pops, and some of my Star Wars pops. I really hope you enjoy this. Something a little special. These are all of my Marvel pops here, and this is how I started my collection, was with a little movie called Guardians of the Galaxy. And Guardians of the Galaxy actually is my favorite series in the MCU universe. What a better pop to have in this collection, but none other than James Gunn. Ghost Rider was actually a pop that I picked up right as I started collecting pops, and I found it on Amazon. I got them for about $12.50 if I remember correctly, prime. Now slowly I've been trying to get my hands on some grails, and as you've seen in the most recent episode of the Gastlecast, you would know that I did get a couple of Doctor Dooms. So the only Doctor Doom that I need now is the metallic, so I'll be on the hunt for him in some trades and things. Who knows if I'll get my hands on him anytime soon. I would love to. Up here, I have all of my Captain Americas, well, most of my Captain Americas, and my Tony Stark Iron Mans up here on this side. Now, I need a bigger shelf because I have way too many up there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit any more up there now. I'm stacked quite high. But my first Captain America of the Winter Soldier collection that I picked up was this Captain America Unmasked Cap from Star Wars Celebration in 2017. I was so happy to get my hands on him. We ended up putting him into a different box and taking the sticker off the old box and putting it right on this one. And now I have him in a pop protector so he won't get damaged again. Now, when he was in the other box was a little damaged, so they sold it to me for about $25. There was literally what looked like a booger inside that box. Wow, look at that. It looks like a piece of bacon right there. But that looks to be a booger to me. I think it's just adhesive, but it looks like a booger. And now some other honorable mentions in my collection here. Now I've named off a couple that are high on the PPG list as far as value goes. Big value to me personally. James Gunn definitely is up there. That one means a lot to have that one. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I really wanted it when it came out, and then the whole Funko Shop thing happened. Never thought I'd get my hands on him, and boom, now I have him. But one of my top favorites is this Thanos XL Dobbs. So happy to have this guy. If you've been keeping up with the Gastlecast over the last, I don't know, 5 months or so, you would know that the Gastlecast began on me getting this Thanos and this Proto Vulture from the Marvel Collector Corps. And they sent me, because I sent them a picture of my collection, they sent me the Thanos with the Vulture. Now, they sent me the Thanos because I mentioned that I missed out on that one. I really wanted it, and they sent it to me. I was so excited. Here's Proto Vulture. I bought a new box for him so he can fit in there and look all fancy schmancy, so he wasn't sitting, you know, up here and falling over, because he doesn't stand very well. This Stan Lee Spider-Man is so awesome. I'm so excited that I have him. Stan Lee didn't even look at me when he signed this thing. He kind of just ran past him. He wrote on there, and boom, there it was. But I did it. I stood there for about 3 or 4 hours, and I got him. Oh, God. But it's awesome. I'm so happy I was able to get this guy. Another mention is this life-size Groot. I was down in Florida for Star Wars Celebration, and I happened to come across these guys. Now, most of the boxes that I found were damaged, but this one happened to be fully intact. The other ones had marks at the top where they took the knife and they opened the box, and there was major damage. There was some on the corners and bent up and all this, but man, this box is lovely. Just as lovely as the Hulk, the new 10-inch Hulk that I have back here. He is also awesome. I love these 10-inch pops. Cannot wait for Thanos. I can't wait for him. It's going to be so awesome. Another one that randomly sits up here is this Indiana Jones from the Temple of Doom. I would love to have the Raiders of the Lost Ark Indiana Jones, but he's a little up there. Maybe one day I'll have him and I can keep both of these guys together. The Rides version, not a big fan, so if I don't get my hands on that one, that's okay. Another big one for our collection that is not involved in the Marvel collection, as you could tell from the last pop, is this signed Chris Hardwick. He's so awesome. So we were so excited to get our hands on this guy. This Yondu. Signed, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Now, I walked up to Mr. Rooker and I told him, you know what I want you to write. You know. I mean, come on. And he looked at me and he just went like this and he went, yeah, I hope I can fit it all on there. And he sure did. He fit it on there, and that awesome. The weekend that we got engaged at Walker Stalker was an excellent weekend, and this guy was just some more icing on that cake. I love Dorbs, as you know, if you watch the Gastlecast, I do love Dorbs, and particularly this one holds a special place in my heart. And where my whole collection started, with this Star-Lord. Yes, this Star-Lord led to all this. One day, I was talking to my friends through a group chat, and I just mentioned to a couple of friends who collect other toys and things, guys, I really want to collect something, I don't know what to collect. And during that conversation, it came upon the whole Funko Pop vinyl toy. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to look into these. So I went on Amazon and I ordered all of the Guardians of the Galaxy all at one time. I was just so excited. And when I got these in the mail, I was so happy. And this guy was the first one I remember seeing. These guys stay all in the box, as you can tell. I do have a couple that are out of the box for various reasons. Box been damaged and things like that. But this is where it all started. So here I have all of the Avengers. Heather recently got her hands on those for me for my birthday. And I was very, very excited. It was probably one of the best birthday gifts I've ever received in my life. So I did get my hands on all of them, except for Avengers Loki, which one day I will be mine. It will be mine. But up here, I put all my Thor guys together. Thor Dorbs are up here. I really wanted the Thor Chase up here, the Thor Dorb Chase that came out with Ragnarok. I did get my hands on him through trades. Trades are awesome, guys. I hope you guys are trading out there. Here's one of my favorites. This is Captain America, Glow in the Dark, Hot Topic. I got my hands on this from Heather. Heather actually helped me track down most of my Captain America Winter Soldier collection. Winter Soldier is so awesome, masked, unmasked. These guys are really cool. You've probably seen them on the previous Gastlecast and everywhere else, but there they are. Look at them, aren't they so cool? So excited to have them. The Winter Soldier collection is by far my favorite collection thus far, and they recently released this guy, Stan Lee. Now at the bottom here, I have my Star Wars collection. Now it's not as big as my Marvel collection, and I've often thought of maybe finding homes for my Star Wars collection, only to build upon my Marvel collection. I haven't gotten there quite yet, and I don't know if I ever will. Now this collection started very small, but I got some of these guys signed. As you can see here, I have Darth Maul signed and Emperor Palpatine signed by Ian McDermott, and this Star Wars Rebels Darth Maul was signed by Sam Witwer and Ray Park, the live-action star of Darth Maul from Phantom Menace. Who doesn't love that movie? But these guys are awesome. I went to Celebration, and I was able, as you can see there, you see the tickets in there. I went to Star Wars Celebration, and I got these guys signed, and I'll never get rid of these two. These two are really high on my list. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Unlimited Power. Funny story, while I was at Star Wars Celebration, I was really interested in Luke Skywalker, the Star Wars Celebration 2017 cloaked version. I'm in Florida, and they had already given out all the tickets in some sort of lottery that they run for all these different conventions. Now the line was opening to general public at 2. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and the line is already cut off. That's how many people were in the line. So I thought to myself, you know what, I'm not even going to try tomorrow. I'm not even going to try the next day. I give up completely. I'm going to try to enjoy myself, and that I did. I picked up some older Star Wars along the way, which is a lot of fun. The Emperor Palpatine was actually one that I picked up while I was there. Funny story, while I was in Florida at Celebration, and Heather was here in Maryland, she was able to get me the convention exclusive of Luke from Return of the Jedi, which I was so happy about. The hooded version, as they call it. Our friend Mark Mountain was able to get this Porg with this weird exclusive sticker from the UK. Isn't that awesome? So cool. I have a Crota like that too. I'll show you that when we get over to the gaming pops. Bounty Hunters. These guys are awesome. And when I got my hand on Bosk through a trade, I decided I'm going to try to get all of these guys. These are some of my favorite in my Star Wars collection. I will never part with them. And up here, you're going to see a Tusken Raider with Bantha. He is so cool. Heather got this for me for Christmas. And this might have been one of my favorite gifts of Christmas. He is so awesome. Now, lately, I've actually been after all of the Thor Pops. That has been my big deal. So I was able to recently get my hands on this Loki, as I've shown you in the most recent episode of the Gastlecast. Not too long ago, I was able to get my hands on this Thor from Dark World with the helmet on. I love this one. This is probably my favorite Thor pop that I have. These guys are great. I am so happy about these two. These guys are so awesome. The Marvel box the Collector Core box is so great. I love it. I have never really been let down other than that Christmas one where it came with the scarf. Didn't like that one so much. It was okay. But these are awesome. I was loving this box particularly. And the newest Hulk box is awesome too, with the Hulk and Bruce Banner, which I actually have sitting right here in front of me. Those pops are so cool too, because it was such an odd box. I've never seen a box like this with 2 pops in there like this. Awesome. The other set that I'm trying to work on right now is the Iron Man 3 set. I haven't been very successful in getting more of these guys, but I did recently get this Iron Man at Walker Stalker this year. This Iron Man's awesome. I always keep the little tags on. Don't ask me why, I just do. As you can see, he was 30. I did talk them down to 25, which I thought was fair, but I want to get more of the Iron Man 3 pops. So I'm after the Deep Space version of Iron Man, and I would love to have the unmasked versions from Iron Man 3, but I don't know if I'll ever get my hands on them. Now here in this glass case, I keep all of my X-Men pops. And not only do I keep my X-Men variations, I also keep my Doctor Strange pops. I don't have a whole lot of X-Men because I don't like X-Men quite as much as I like Spider-Mans and the Iron Mans and the Thors. And here's one that everybody had a hard time getting their hands on at first. This is the Juggernaut from Walgreens. I don't know why he was so hard to get a hold of at first. I guess they were limiting him, and they were only putting him in the store. But when they put him online, it was like he was everywhere. You would go to the store and you could still find him in the store. Now, I don't know if it's the same for you, but around here in Maryland, I saw him quite often. Now, who doesn't like the Old Man Logan Dorbs? I mean, come on, if you don't like Dorbs, you gotta at least like this one. I mean, you look at all the other Dorbs and they have little smiley faces. This one doesn't. Look, even the other Logan, he has a smile. This one does not have a smile. Can you see it? No smile. This one, smile. No smile, smile. This Old Man Logan is the only one that looks like this. All of the other ones, they all have smiles on their face. Of course, Thanos does. You know what I'm talking about. Here's one that I got recently through a trade. Wasn't really after this guy, but it is the brown and yellow costume of Wolverine. Now you see the blue and yellow one like all over the place. In fact, on the back of the box, that's what his box is the blue and yellow. But this brown and yellow apparently showed up. I guess it's some sort of variant, no sticker on it. I don't remember seeing any pictures with it with a sticker. Do you know if this was particularly exclusive to somewhere? I don't know. If you do, tell in the comments below. But this guy is really cool. I'm really excited to have this one. I like Wolverine. I'm not a big fan of the X-Men. However, I would love a Gambit and a couple of Stan Lees. Aren't they cool? So this black suited Stan Lee, I always get it confused. I don't know why, because I look at the box, I see that it's green, but his outfit is black. Now, I put him on my PPG as the green one and not the black one, I think. So now I have to go back and look at it now that I'm looking at him in person. When you have this many pops, sometimes you get lost in them. And then there's this 2016 convention Stan Lee. I tracked this guy down, and Heather finally found it for me at a GameStop. I was really happy to get my hands on him. At first, he was like way up there. Now he's dropped considerably. Not that it matters, but he's really cool. I like this one. Almost took this to get it signed by Stan Lee, but I went with Spider-Man instead because Spider-Man is awesome, and I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man. Now, as you can see down here, I have all my Marvel Collector Core boxes all stacked up all together. I think these are so cool. I think they look awesome together like this. Here's a Spider-Man Homecoming poster. Still haven't hung it. I don't have very much room for posters anymore. I'm going to have to start pulling stuff down and kind of rotating, I think, because we have way too many. We go to all these cons and we just buy all these posters, but have no place for them. I don't know why. We are diehard fans of Destiny. We love Destiny. So here are some Crotas. We had a really hard time tracking these guys down, but we did get our hands on them. So here's the limited chase variant, which a lot of people were after at one point in time. And here's one from UK that my friend Mark Mountain got for us. So he's really cool. I just like that he had a really cool sticker. I told Mark, I go, I have a regular one, but you might as well bring that one back. And here's a Ghost vinyl from Destiny. A lot of people like this. It was sold the day that Destiny came out, and apparently not a whole lot of people knew about it. My friend was at the store and luckily was able to pick one up for me. I was really happy about that. So my Mega Man collection is pretty expansive. I have every one of the Mega Mans that I know of that's come out, to include the Marvel vs. Capcom versions, the regular one, and also the GameStop one. And then here are some Resident Evil guys. Those Tyrants are so cool. I love these Tyrants over here. Down here, we have Sweet Tooth, and we have a Licker. Licker reminds me of Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 was such a great game. I loved Resident Evil 2. I remember that was the only game I've ever owned that I beat in the same day of purchasing it. I was so happy when I was a kid playing that. In fact, me and my buddy, we played like our PlayStations right next to each other in my room with 2 TVs. It was awesome. Also have a Back to the Future DeLorean down here, Dorbs, and some alien stuff. Not a big deal. This Dig Dug here is cool. I got him for NYCC Con. He's cool. I got him at GameStop. I figured he would be a cool one to add to my gaming collection. I want to end this video by showing you 2 pops that I was able to get this week. 2 that I've been waiting for. 1 through a trade and 1 by purchasing it from a fellow collector in my local area. His name is Jake. He sold it to me at cost. Can you believe this? I'm going to show you what they are and you're not going to believe it. These 2 are awesome. Yes! There they are! Black Panther Chase and Eric Killmonger. So I got these 2 guys, this guy through a trade, and this guy from our buddy Jake, who also watches the Gastlecast on a regular basis. Thank you, Jake, so much for helping us out. This guy's awesome. Any chase that comes from Marvel, I always try to get my hands on them. These are 2 that I have not seen out in the wild just yet. In fact, I haven't seen many of the Black Panther pops out in the wild at all. Getting both of these guys really, really brightens my day and my collection. So thank you very much again, Jake. And thank you to fellow trader. I cannot remember your name, but this is awesome. I appreciate you tuning in on the Gastlecast. We love all you guys out there. Keep in mind, our 400 sub giveaway has not been activated yet. We're only 12 people away, so please share us with all of your friends. Let all your Instagrammers know. Let all your Facebook friends know, your fellow pop collectors. Please get us those 12 people, and we'll activate that giveaway. This Freddy Funko and this Punisher, they'll come together to you if you comment on the video once we hit that 400 subscriber. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, we hunt together! We will catch you next time!